Hey guys, this is your Detroit Phantom coming at you with Detroit Red Wing hockey today. And first of all, make sure to go to Twitter or X and hit the follow button on my X account, the Detroit at Detroit Phantom, or DET Phantom. And yeah, let's get started off by talking about how we will do as a team the rest of the season. Obviously, we are third in the Atlantic Division. Also, obviously, third in the wild card, which is not the best. We're neck and neck with the Buffalo Sabres with 23 games to go. It's not going to be a pretty ending, as we all know from the previous years where we've had leads and given them away with barely games to go and knocked ourselves out of the playoffs before we even got there. But the Sabres, like I said, I think we're gonna surpass the Sabres to get to secure that second spot, which will definitely help us. Uh, with the Lightning, obviously, I want to beat them, but I don't think overcoming their standing is going to be possible. Um, unless there's a total flip, unless there's a total flip of all the years before the previous 2 years. Um, and all of our emotion just got the better of us, and we kind of took it for granted. Um, Now let's take a look at the guys and how they are doing. Um, Shout out to Dylan Larkin for helping the U.S. Capture the gold medal in the Olympics, and that's who we will start off with today is our captain. So obviously he recently just surpassed Sergei Fedorov's record for the most overtime and goals in Detroit Red Wings history. Mm. Now he's top 15th in goals. Not the best assist guy, obviously. He's a little bit down on, so his best thing is scoring, obviously. Um, So obviously we need him to finish strong, like he has done, and obviously this can be his best year for us. He can break a personal best with goals as he is on pace for. Assists are going to be a little bit weird. Um, I don't necessarily see him being that, but he definitely can be in that. Beat that points. He needs 20 more points to beat his personal best. Um, you know, 10 goals, 10 assists. I think he can do that. Um, at least meet it. Um, you know, so hmm, that would be a great thing to keep an eye out for. Uh, turns 30 this year, so hopefully we can get to a playoff spot before that is upon us. Because this man is raring to go to the playoffs. I mean, we haven't gotten the playoffs in 11 years, 11 years. So really needs to change. Um, because I think if we can get in, the guys can just go off. You know, we you know we haven't gone in since Larkin's rookie season, and that is actually kind of insane. Um, so now let's take a look at another guy. The guy who was supposed to come in here and lead this team with Larkin, and that is Alex DeBrincat. He is doing pretty good. Um, at least on the goals and the point side of it. Top 11 in goals. Um, around 30 for the points. So overall, he's doing pretty good. It's just the timing of it. Um, the timing of his points and goals um seem seem a little bit weird. Unlike the other night, uh, Larkin needed 2 goals to single-handedly beat our opponent. One in regulation and one in overtime. Now, what we kind of need is help from everybody, not just one guy on one night each night. If we can get, one from DeBrinket, one from Larkin, Raymond, all those guys, Casper, those guys playing together well is we really need that to occur to be a playoff team and to be a successful one. And as uh, the city is in a very, very much in contention with all of our teams. It would be just really cool to see all of our teams win, um, if not in the same year, very much close together. But getting back to it, um, yeah, I mean, with the goals, he already reached 30. I can definitely see him surpassing his best, which is 41. So he needs 12 more to obviously to be his best. Um, but I can only see that happening is if we finish strong, because I don't see us finishing strong without the Brinket and Larkin. Now his personal best in points is obviously 76. I'm sorry, 78. And I mean he's 31 away from that. So it's gonna be interesting to see how he finishes with how he really helps his team out. Now a couple of our guys, um one of the guys that we should be really happy about is our goalie. Obviously Talbot's not the best, but Gibson is pretty dang good. And he's got 4 shutouts on the year, which is very good. Tied for second. His wins, loss, overtime losses is a very good count. Top five, while his goals against is top 15 per game. Save, we can get a little bit better on the save percentage, but obviously that's not all on him. We need our lines to do a better job at protecting that area. Um, Obviously Gibson isn't the obviously not the long term plan at goalie, but he can definitely be a playoff goalie and even a Stanley Cup goalie as well. Talbot is nothing special, unfortunately. Um, yeah, I mean, 11-7-4. He's just, yeah. I mean, definitely not the best. But kicks and goals, let's take a look. Yeah, there's nothing there that obviously stands out. Unfortunately, because it's always good to have a decent second goalie. Obviously, we focus more on the scoring side of things, which isn't bad, but obviously should be good all around. Mo Sider is a very good defensive man. Still young, so I mean he's not having the best year. Top 14 on the team. Um, pretty good. Um, he's a couple goals away from doing his best. and assist wise, he's 11 away from tying it, and assists he is 11 away from getting his best points number since his rookie season. And yeah, I mean, actually, yeah, he is doing the best job he has so far in his career. So that's something very good to watch out for. Um, like I said, Lucas Raymond. Um, oh, Patrick Kane too. Yeah, Patrick Kane. I love him. But once again, he's more of a substitute at this day and age. Because he doesn't have that same firepower that what he used to have. Obviously, um, he missed some time. Obviously, um, so that's not always a good thing. It's around 15 games um, during the season. He's had injury problems and surgeries, and they said, he was ready to go, but I don't obviously think that is true. So, he can be deciding factors in many different games when he is healthy. Obviously, right now, there's not too much to tell, or say, rather. But I mean, Patrick Kane is Patrick Kane. It's kind of hard to hate on the guy. And obviously, he won Stanley Cup with the Chicago, so that's obviously a cool thing. Um, Simone Edvinson, um, you know, um, he's been obviously seeing last couple years, last 2 years, he's been seeing more of a role in the games in the season. Um, so you can't really compare him with anything else except for last season. But this season, he has been out a couple games, 10 games, it looks like. And yeah, plus 6 on the season for him, which is half of his best from last season. Um, so obviously, defensive guy, not much of a scorer, but he definitely clocked some guys for sure. Marco Casper, um, young guy. I was hoping he would be better, um, but so far, mm, obviously, a little bit disappointing from him so far. Um, yeah, I just kind of wish he was more of a factor. But yeah, I mean, overall, and the rest of the season, we have a tough schedule left. Next game is a against the Carolina Hurricanes. They are very good. They were first in their division. Uh, Nashville Predators. They are fifth in their division. However, they're 27, 4, and 3, I believe. I'm sorry, 27, 24, and 7. So, they can win games. Um, but hopefully their bad success continues against us. Um, Vegas Golden Knights, Florida Panthers, face them a couple times. Tampa Bay Lightning. Um, Tampa Bay is gonna be huge down the line. I mean, we face them twice before the season ends, and hopefully that can be a deciding factor in whoever gets the first. wild card or even first in the division or conference. Um, but yeah, hopefully we can beat the teams we have to beat. I mean, Dallas Stars. It's always nice to be a Dallas team. They're doing pretty good right now too. I mean, so it's definitely not the easiest schedule. Um, so we have tough games down the line. We have some games that we definitely need to win because that could put us into a deeper hole that we have seen in the past, the last couple years, with us giving away the season down the line just because we couldn't finish strong. Um, Obviously, we have a new coach, and hopefully, we can get the job done in the end. Because, yeah, it's been a little bit disappointing. 10 years, 11 years since we made the playoffs. Um, so, I mean, you would think with somebody like Larkin leading this team, there would be more success. Larkin, a franchise player. Then we get guys like DeBrinket and Kane, and then we get young guys like Raymond, Sider, Casper, all those guys. Um, you know, Edrinson, all those guys. Um, we are built for the future. Um, as long as we do this right, for sure. Um, Obviously we need a goalie. We got some guys in the minors right now. But we do have to be actively looking everywhere. I am a little bit disappointed that we didn't go after a couple pieces yet this season. Like making a play for a goalie, but yeah, I mean at least a backup one. Because Gibson's fine, Talbot is not. Um, so we definitely do have to address that problem um sooner than later because it could cost us. Uh, Obviously the scoring predicaments. When you have Larkin scoring two on one night to beat entire team. Um, you know, DeBrinket having his nights. Kane chipping in when he can, and then the young guys coming through. Or in this case, not coming through as of recently. Um, but yeah, we just really need the guys to pull through and make sure that they get the job done. Um, and yeah, I mean, we faced New Jersey a couple times, twice before the season ends. One is coming up uh in a week. We face Calgary, Montreal, Boston. Um, Boston is gonna be interesting because I do think Crosby is out. Oh, I'm sorry, I was looking at the Pittsburgh game. Pittsburgh, Crosby will be out hopefully, um, because he's always killed us. Crosby has always killed us, and they're doing pretty good right now. Um, so yeah, it's gonna be fun. Rest of the year. So buckle in, and get ready for the ride. Um, this is my Detroit Phantom YouTube page. Make sure to like and subscribe. I have a couple videos about the Tigers this season. Um, I've been doing this one only for a couple of weeks. This is my third week, and I will be posting every week. And hopefully on Fridays or the weekend. Um, to get everything ready for the um, obviously start of the baseball season. I will be having Pistons content coming out soon, and just make sure to hit that like, follow, and subscribe button.